Hey guys, I got a match here for you. I've actually recorded a couple of matches, but they have either went over 40 minutes or the player quit and just shenanigans with X-Mage glitches. So props to people who use MTGO. That's great. It does cost, it does cost money. It is kind of pay to win unless you want to, play in tourneys and open packs and stuff like that. But X-Mage is completely free, so I'm going to stick with this. And I think the glitch might be happening right now. We'll see. I think he has to determine who goes first here. All right. So I got a Falcon Wrath Gorger. This is actually not supposed to be in here, but I left it in to test it because the 2 power has been useful in the past. I think this is a playable hand. I got 1, 2, and 3 drop removal, and I have a 1 and 2 drop that are aggressive. So, and I'm on the draw, so I could easily draw into like a Chandra late game. Looks like we could be playing against Mardu, or there's a Hazard right there, or Mardu vehicles. I've seen Esper zombies, black-white zombies. If we're playing zombies, this hand is pretty good because I can remove all of those key creatures. I save the Shock for Relentless Dead, and these two I'll save for the Lord. The Lord of the Accursed is what they play in that deck. It's their kind of zombie lord. Let's see what my opponent does here. Yeah, so I really like Blood Rage Brawler. There are certain matchups I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the sideboard. There are certain matchups where he's just really, really bad. Okay, that's actually pretty problematic. Huh. If I shock it, he can just embalm it back. I could Incendiary Flow it, because this is really going to mess up my strategy here. I think I Incendiary Flow this. It's just such, it really sucks, but I mean, it's a card for a card, and that lifelink is the fact that he's going to have basically 2 blockers with that card. He's going to embalm it next turn, probably, and just, that is not really good against me. If he can get reoccurring creatures, I'm going to lose. Which is one of the main problems with zombies, is they have so many reoccurring creature cards. They just keep playing, they keep bringing Relentless Dead back, or, different things like that. I just have a really hard time dealing with those creatures. There's a Relentless Dead. I'm going to shock that for sure. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Very tempo-y right now. So I'm going to shock. I'm wondering what he's doing. All right. And I'm going to slam down a Kari Zev. I'm probably going to wait on the Blood Rage Brawler because both my other 2 cards in my hand are too valuable. All right. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's just taking too long. Like, he shouldn't have skipped through that stack, right? Like, really quick. Because he can't even return it to his hand. So get some more damage in. We'll throw on a Kari Zev. That's even more damage. And if he plays a Lord next turn, I'm going to remove it. If it's pretty much anything else, I'm fine with it. All right, let's see what he plays. Another Relentless Dead. I'm going to remove that. If he plays a land, I don't think I'm going to remove it. Okay, I'm going to remove it for sure. Play that. I'm going to do that and that. See, this is the kind of hand you want. You want 3 removal spells that can take care of Relentless Dead or Lord of the Accursed, and you're really gonna beat the zombies, because without that Lord, they're pretty much, the deck is really weak, very, very weak. Getting in for 5 here. He's down to 9. Playing super tempo right now. A low end tempo. So we'll see what he plays. He's definitely getting mana screwed, but it's the way the cookie crumbles when you're playing a 3-color deck, maybe even more. So if I draw a land, I'm going to slam down Hazoret, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be game for him. We'll see here. Okay, perfect. So here we go, Hazoret. and we're going to hold back, I think, with the Falconrath Forger, just because he's going to block with the Sacred Cat, and I'd rather have a creature up. He's probably going to block the Hazoret with the cat and take 3. The Crypt Breaker is nice because he can generate tokens. But once that cat is gone, I'm going to start swinging in with everything. Yeah, if he has... I don't think he can win at this point, unless he has a Grasp of Darkness in his hand. But they really don't play that spell because they're running 2 to 3 colors, and it's hard to cast it. I'm thinking he's going to block with the Crypt Breaker. No, he's not. He's going to embalm that cat. There it is. Okay. Fine with me. Dark Salvation. On what? He's going to kill my Falconrath Quarter? Yep. See, this is the card that makes zombies good. If this card didn't exist, this deck would be horrible. Like, the fact that they can kill a creature for 1 mana when they have a board state, or build a board state and remove something in 1 spell is too many options. Very frustrating card to play against. Alright, let's see what we draw here. Another land. Oh, you know what? How much do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if I play this, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to attack in. Oh, no, 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 no. I always do this. I'm so glad he allowed rollback. I always do this with Hazoret, so... Jeez. I always do that with Hazoret where I forget that I can't attack. Unless I have 1 card in my hand. Okay. Let's swing in here. Let's see what he does. I think he loses it. No, he doesn't lose yet. It's a close game, though. And he's going to scoop after this. Once I play this Blood Rage Brawler, it's probably over. Alright. So he did get mana screwed a little bit, but if I didn't have the spot removal, he would have probably fared pretty well against me. So I think I'm going to take a couple cards out here. So good cards to take out. So against zombies, you cannot race them because if we both draw fast hands, he will win. Simply because he can remove my key creatures, and he will have so many creatures that my removal won't matter. And so I'm going to take out a few key creatures here to win. Chandras are okay to keep in. Last New Hellion, I'll take out one of those because he doesn't stick around for very long. And we're going to be playing more of a control-y route this match. So we're going to take out one of those. We're going to take out the Falconrath Gorger and an Invigorated Rampage because we're not going to be fast. We're going to try and control them down. We'll take out a Consuming Fervor. Let's see, a Blood Rage Brawler. I don't like Blood Rage because he forces me to discard against him, and I'm not trying to race. So I'm going to take out 2 of those. I'm going to put in 4 Sweltering Suns here. I think that is key to winning this. And Magma Spray is really good against the Embalm creatures, and it kills even Relentless Dead. It kills even more creatures. So I'm just going completely burn control here. And I hope to win just by making him down. So this is a winning hand. 2 mountains, a removal. I actually don't have a removal spell, but I can easily swing in early for tons of damage, and I'm probably going to draw something. right, sorry. I have a app that allows me to mute my microphone. So I think we're gonna play a Flame Blade here and pass the turn. And the app crashed, so I had to quit it through the max version of Task Manager is called Activity Monitor, and I had to quit that out. All right, so he played a Crypt Breaker. I could see him going a token route and trying to get some creatures in the graveyard, but we'll see. All right, I'm totally fine with this here. And let's play that. I think we can beat him. I think we can outrace him at this point. So we're going to swing with him. He can't block. And we're going to play a Kari Zap. Next turn, I will hook up the Flame Blade with the Flame Blade or the Kari Zap, depending on what he plays. And probably I want to diversify my damage, but Kari Zap would just get so much damage in, and the fact that she has First Strike is a big deal. And I can also play a Soulscar Mage, and I have Chandra for later in the game to kind of finish and get some more card advantage. Okay, so what does he have in the graveyard? He has a zombie in the graveyard, so it's going to come out as a 3/3. He's low on cards already. So this is the thing with zombies. If they don't get the right combination of cards, they can really, really slow down. Okay, that's a good shock there. So actually, I think I got a new strategy here. We're going to play a Soulscar Mage. And we're going to hook up Kari Zev with that. And since we got Soulscar out, we can turn that Diregraph into a 1/1 when he blocks and really screw up his blocking. Swing with these both. And I'm willing to trade the Flame Blade for that Diregraph at this point in the game. Okay. Totally saw this coming. So we're going to do the damage there. I'm going to shock him. And that will end up killing the Diregraph Colossus. All right. And we got in for 6 damage, which is really good. And next turn, we can play the on-crop Crasher and force something not to block. I do have a 1-of in the deck. I feel like this card is a little weak, but having a 1-of, it's a really good utility card. And having too many is bad, I think, with this deck. It's too easy to remove with that 2 toughness. And it dies to quite a bit when it just gets blocked. But the fact that it can stop something from blocking and be an attacking creature. Okay, so this definitely changes the game up quite a bit. I do want to draw a land for Chandra. The nice thing is, honestly, Cletus doesn't matter because I can make him not block next turn and stall and get way more damage in. All right. Get -1/-1 counter, and there we go. We got the mountain we needed. So we're going to slam a Chandra here. And we're going to remove that Cletus. And this is one of the reasons why I like Chandra so much. He just removes like all the key creatures that really block this deck up. So next turn, they're going to have to swing into the Chandra, preserving my life. Well, also I'm getting in, if he doesn't block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more damage. He's down to 5. He's definitely in killable range with the on-crop Crasher. So if he swings in with a zombie, I can make the Crypt Breaker not block and pretty much end the game next round. Unless he plays a removal spell, like Dark Salvation, and gets a zombie out of that. That would be pretty rough. But still, I feel like I would be able to win with the on-crop Crasher. And this is why I like Kari Zav. Right now, she's a 3/5. Oh, there we go. He's going to remove that. That's a very good play on his part. There's a glitch right now. It says that Kari Zev has 4 loyalty, and that's not true. She only has 1. It's a weird glitch. Let's see if he swings in. Probably with the zombie token. Wow. Really? Very surprising. Very, very surprising. Took care of my Chandra right there. Okay, he's got another Crypt Breaker. So if I drew a Sweltering Suns right now, I think he would probably scoop. Collected Defiance. What do I want to kill here? Oh, this is good. I believe I kill the Sacred Cat, prevent the life gain, and get him down to 2, swinging with the Soul Scar Mage. He has to block with either Crypt Breaker or the zombie and lose. But then he is able to play the Sacred Cat next turn. That's the problem. But he does gain life off of it. I don't like that. And it's kind of forcing him to sink his mana back into a 1/1. He draws something else that's more relevant. This can create tokens. Oh, this is rough. He has to discard a card, though. He doesn't want to use that activated ability, though. He'll probably lose if he taps 3 zombies. Losing a life is a big deal. Okay, so I think I kill the zombie token and do 3 to the face, then swing in with Soulscar Mage, and he is forced to block with either the Sacred Cat or the Crypt Breaker. And then there's no chance of me losing my Soulscar Mage. But he does gain the life right back. So he'd be back. He'd take 3, go down to 2, then you go back up to 3. So I do think I kill the cat token, because there is a chance that I just pop a shock off the top, and I win that way. Right? Life gain is very relevant right now, so I don't want him to really get any. Let's see if he double blocks. Okay, he does. Man, this is tough. Crypt Breaker can turn lands into creatures, so I definitely want to kill the Crypt Breaker. I think that's what I want to do here. And so many cards win it right now. Chandra wins me the game. Hazret wins me the game. Well, he doesn't win me the game, but very close. If he misplays right now, I win with the on-crop Crasher. Okay, he's got the Lord. Very glad I killed the Crypt Breaker, because it turns his lands into 3/3 zombies. Okay, that's game over. Oh, no, wait, he can embalm that token back. Crap. That is frustrating. But I can force him to block with the Lord of the Accursed, which will slow him way down. If I draw Shock off, like if I draw a Magma Spray off the top, I can Magma Spray the cat and make the Lord not block and win. That's not what I wanted to see. But we will exert this. This does suck because he's going to go back up. Yikes, this is rough. If he pulls back and wins this, I'll be extremely frustrated. Okay. We're going to hold this land, I think, just as like a... Maybe he'll think I have a Shock or a Magma Spray in hand or something like that. At this point, drawing like an Incendiary Flow is my best friend, or a Collected Defiance, because he's going to swing in with that cat and gain a bunch of life. Okay, that's very, very good. We're gonna play the Hazoret. Hmm. The hard thing is he does just make a zombie right now, but if he does have a Dark Salvation in hand, I'm forcing him. I think I do attack. I have the life. I'm gonna use it. If he has a Dark Salvation in hand, he has to toss it in order to make a zombie or lose a Crypt Breaker. Okay, he probably does have a Dark Sal. He has a very valuable card in hand that he wouldn't activate that Crypt Breaker ability. He probably has a Dark Salvation, which is frustrating. Yep, there it is. So he's getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's getting what? 2 zombies out of this and killing Hazoret. So I really, really need to draw a Sweltering Suns to turn this around now. And I have 4 on the deck, so I have a 1 in 10 chance of drawing it, a little under 1 in 10 chance. Like a 1 in 11 chance. So, right. A shock. That can that can't keep me in the game because he's gonna activate the Shambling Vent and do 7 damage. So, um, sadly enough, he is out of range now because of the Sacred Cat. It's a little frustrating, but nothing you can do about it. So we're gonna go on to game 3. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this is good enough. He just drew a good hand. Let's see what I get here. Okay, Magma Spray, Shock, Hungry Flames, Flame Blade. This is keepable. I have enough removal here, and I have a creature to get damage in, so I'm totally fine with this. He did maul down to 6, which makes this even better. All right. Let's see what he plays here. Probably nothing. Okay, a Crypt Breaker. I think I'm going to shock that, actually. Simply because he can turn lands into zombies and really go crazy. And that kind of scares me. So, get 1 damage in here. I really need to draw into non-land. Anything non-land at this point is good. More removal, more creatures. I just need it. Okay, I'm going to remove that. Because that does gain him life. And if he has a Lord, and I draw another land, I'm just going to remove that Lord right away. Alright, let's see what we draw. Oh my gosh, getting flooded. This is so frustrating with X-Mage, because their algorithm, I think, is, like, completely broken. I get so mana flooded like this where I'll draw, like, 8 lands in a row. And then the next game, I'll draw 7 lands in my opening hand, and I'll mulligan down to 6, and it's 6 lands, and I mulligan down to 5, and it's 5 lands. This weird stuff that happens with X-Mage, it's totally... Okay, he's getting mana screwed, it looks like. He can't play anything. Oh my gosh. Wow. So in the beginning, I had 6. 21 divided by 6. I've drawn 30% of my lands in my deck already. This is ridiculous. Let's see what he plays now. Really nothing. What is going on? Does he have a bunch of removal? Oh my gosh, I've drawn another land. What is this? This is crazy. He must be holding up removal thinking I'm like holding back on him or something. No. All lands in my hand, buddy. Wow. This is insane. There we go. Got a Chandra, which is great. Let's see, how much do I have here? We're going to throw down Chandra. Man. See what we get. Yes, we will cast this card. We're going to blow up that creature. And to next turn. This is very, very nice. I have quite a bit of removal. I could get Chandra up to 7, I think, and we could win. There is a possibility of that happening. Especially because with Chandra, I'm going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. Totally fine with a Fatal Push right there. He's going to embalm that kitty. There we go. I don't know, is he getting flooded too? Man. I tell ya. Alright, let's see what we draw. A Shock, that's just great. Exile top card of our library. Where is it? Okay, you cannot cast Mountain, so that he took the 2 damage. I think we play the Mountain. And pass the turn here. So I think I'm going to win this with Chandra's... Wait, okay, she's at 6. It said it was at 5 for a second. I was freaking out. So I need 2 more turns. And I think with the removal spells I have, I can get Chandra to her ultimate and win the game from there. So Chandra is now going to be at 7. If I get a creature and off the top and with her +1 get something else, I'll be pretty happy with that. Okay, Dark Salvation for 1. He must have like 3 Dark Salvations in his hand or something. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's exile the top card of our library. What was it? A Mountain? Okay. Do I Hungry Flames now? Or do I collect Defiance right now? I don't think he's got any hasty creatures. I think I'm gonna Hungry Flames this, simply because it is a little bit weaker of a burn spell. And next turn, I think I just straight up win with Chandra's ult. 3 to the face, plus 5 to the face. He'll be at 1 life with Chandra's ult online. Truth be told, this is the first time I'm going to get her ultimate out. Yep, he quit because he knew it was coming. So that's pretty crazy. And yeah, this would have, I could have turned a land into, I could have played that for all 5 Escalate. So I would have done 4 to a creature, 3 to his face, plus 5 to his face from Chandra, and I could have turned a land into a draw and played something else and won off that. So that's my deck, and does pretty well against zombies. I've changed my sideboard. Initially, it did very, very bad against zombies. But now that I have Magma Sprays and 4 Sweltering Suns on the side, it does pretty well against zombies, particularly just because I've learned how to play against it, but also just when you're losing and you top deck that Sweltering Suns and you can just wipe their board on a whim, that really, really screws them up, as it would do to me as well. So I'll get some more matches up for you guys.